Hi there, hope you're doing good. So here I am with this demo of Excel sheet. In this sheet, we have a chart for which we are going to plot some tables and pivot tables using complex and multiple obvious calculations, but not using the VBA, just to make sure that this can be run on any system. All right, so we have added these two columns, month name and the reference helper column. So you can ignore these two. And as you are using already Excel official table, so once you will be adding more data to it, that this will get updated automatically. So you have nothing to do with this. Then as per the requirement, we have added a pivot table, which is right at the top on this table, which is excluding the MTA. You can always add if you want to include the MTA column, MTU value, you can always check box, click this checkbox and click OK. Currently, we are not using MTAs and we are using dining in this one. But if you don't want to use dining, we can always exclude that. So we have this option available now. If you want to exclude that, you can always click on this box with dining or without dining. Currently, we are using both. If you don't want to use you don't want to add the dining in, you can always click that and this will get updated automatically. This chart is dynamic and this is directly linked with the transaction tab. So whenever you will be adding more data to it, this table will get updated with new months. And as per your instruction, initially I added 8 months, 12 months. Now I have added 8 months chart. We have first of all fetch the data from this pivot table, which you can see updated in here as well. So dining was initially here, but not now. And then we have made some formulas in here, which will help us to plot the cleaner charts or the pie chart, which are on the other tab, monthly expense charts. So if I'll click on this chart, you can see these charts are available in here from January, February, March, April to August. Due to the large size of these parts, you might see some, you might face some problem in updating the charts, but you can always change the themes. Let me change a theme quickly in here. This one. All right, these all seem better. Okay, so these are the charts. Due to the large size of the two volumes, uh, most of these are getting compressed, and therefore you are unable to see clear values as well. So we can always move this header to some around. This should be automatic, and I don't think so. We need to make any changes in it, but yes, we can move the chart title maybe so that we can see a bit clearer. You can always zoom in the sheet, zoom in the file so that you can see the clearer chart as well. Again, the large size thing is pushing all the rest of the metrics together, and this is why it is getting compressed. This is why I don't recommend this pie chart, but you requested for the pie chart. The better way to show these things is this chart, the bar diagram. But this is the best you can get. And now let me tell you how you can add more charts. So the last data available in here is August 2024. What we need to do, we need to copy this same chart, place it where you like to, then right click on the chart, select the data, and it will take you to this chart, which is showing that currently we are plotting the headings and then the month of the August. So I'll edit this. Instead of August, I'll select September and I'll make this 105 so that it can take the data from row number 105. I'll click again and I'll see, okay, yes, it is selecting the row 105. Click OK, OK, and you are done. So we have the September ready. Similarly, you can make another copy of it and then change the reference. Let me do one more time so that you can have a better idea. So now you can see it's showing September. I'll click on it. I'll say, okay, now I want to see the October. Then I'll change the row number from 105 to 106 so that it can pull the data from the next row. So it's now pulling the October. Click OK, and now you are done. So this is how you can add more charts. Rest of these things are completely automatic and you have nothing to do with that. The next part is the reoccurring categories. So first of all, I have added uh, this table should be here. Okay, so first of all, I have made this chart. You can always ignore this chart because this is just the working thing. In this chart, we are plotting. First of all, we are having a list of all the months, all the years, sorry, by selecting this month, and we will be taking this input from here. Let me change this color so that you have nothing to do with it. All right. So this is just to show you the working. So this is the working table where we are pulling the data of for the categories based on the months. And then these two things, we are connecting these two things with the vendor so that we can pull the correct data, which is here. So here, these are the categories, and now we are not selecting the months, but obviously we need to sum the amount, which is basically for that particular month. And for this whole category. So these are the categories and these are the vendors on left to right. Whereas from top to bottom, these are the categories. Let me make these bold as well. So this is how you can see. The simplest version of the chart was this one. So this one, categories, total amounts, and the number of occurrences. So airfare was 4 times repeated. Healthcare was repeated 7 times. Let me show you in here. So if we talk about the airfare, you need to go to the reoccurring table. Airfare is for the month of February, then August, October, and November. I'm adding any list which is more than twice. Like if this is 1 time, we can ignore this. We will always be ignoring this one as well. This one occurring 2 times, so yes, other will be there in the category which is repeated. So this is how we are using. If you want to change this, if you don't want to use two, maybe you want to use more than six at least. The category should be repeated at least 6 months, 6 times. You can always change this in here. So if you will make this one 6, the number of categories will reduce and it will check only for the 6 time repeated category. I'll make this 6 as well, and I'll make this one 6 as well. Maybe I can give you a cell in here where you can select repetition. Number of months repeated for number of months. I'll make this yellow. Normally on my sheets, you will find a yellow cell to be manual input. Now I'm going to reference this to here. All right. So if you want to see the values which are repeating at least 5 months, you can click 5 and this will update. If you want to see only the categories which are at least 8 times repeated in last 12 months or the available data. So this is it. If you want to see only the categories which are in each and every month. So you can select 12 and it will see. So these are headings. So there are uh, 6 categories which are repeated every month. So this is exactly the initial code, but now I have made this. So let me make it 2. So if it is more than twice, this will get updated in here. Let me make this one currency as well. All right. So this is how the table is working, and you can select the amount of number of months which you want to see. Then this is the simplest table which is building from there. Airfare is repeated 4 times in the 12 months, and the total is this. Now, if you want to see the vendors, so this is how you can split it further. That airfare has this many vendors: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vendors. This vendor has been paid or got the amount is 754, then this vendor has this much amount, this money, so forth and so on. So the I have the merchandise and other travels. These were having the longest number of categories. Sorry, longest number of the vendors. Phone cable and phone cable, merchandise and other items, other travels. So as you can see on the phone cable, you can see this vendor has received this much, this vendor has this much. So this was um, the option which I need to build up. Like it took me a little bit too much time, and I think now I'm super tired, so I'm unable to. I don't know if I'm sounding clear or not. So this is it. You have got these tables. This is it from my side. Transaction again, pivot table. First, pull the data from the pivot table, then create it in a way that so that we can see the clearer tables, clearer charts with minimum values which are only which need to be only seen. You can always double click on the chart. Sorry, if you can click on the data labels and then go to the settings, go to the label option, and then you can say outside. If you want to see all the data labels to be outside, you can always click on the best fit. So this is the best fit available. Okay. Then we have the rough table. Let me rename it rough. Maybe you don't want to see this. We can always hide this tab. So we are good to go with this table. So that is it from my side. Please do let me know if you need any further assistance or if I miss anything or if you have any other idea in mind so that I can give you a file once we are done. Do let me know your budget offer so that we can proceed accordingly. Looking forward for your review. Take care.